I began to think to myself, I'll never forget one year. I was primarily raised by my grandparents. Again, my mother was 16. I absolutely loved my parents, but my parents were kids when they had me. So I was primarily raised by my grandparents, and I never will forget one year my grandmother had told me, she said, one day, I'm sorry, my grandmother told me, she said, Marcus, she said, go over to your aunt's house and see if I can borrow a roll of paper towels. I'm about 7 years old. I go over to my aunt's house and get the paper towels. I come back, and as I'm walking back to my grandmother's house, I'm throwing the paper towels up in the air as if it was a ball. And at 7 years old, not having a father, I remember saying to myself, I'm going to be a good father one day.
Wow.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a great father one day.
Yes.
But what the Lord didn't reveal at that moment was that you're going to be a 19-year-old father. What the Lord didn't reveal at that moment is that you're going to be a father and you're only going to make $7.50 an hour, and you're going to struggle to figure out how you're going to now take care of that child. The dream was the easy part.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a great father one day. But the hard part came into play when it was time for me to cross the bridge. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope. Plans to give you success. And plans to give you a future. That's the declaration, and that's the promise.
Yes.
And that particular promise is applicable to everybody in this room.
Yes.
I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your educational status is or is not. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what traumas you have been exposed to. For I know the plans
That's right.
that I have for you. We serve a just God. This word is not just applicable to certain people.
Yes.
This word and these promises are applicable to all. For I know the specific intention, purpose, and plan that I have for your life. And that's plans to prosper you, not to harm you.
Yes. Yes.
Plans to give you a hope and a future. But in that particular verse, there was never any mention that the process and the journey would be easy.
Amen. Amen.